51% share of that. And there is a P1 case, which is up to 13 million barrels of oil in place. And I'll come on to talk about why we think there's a good chance of potentially getting to that number. There are multiple target horizons, so there's potential for oil from the Cretaceous, the Jurassic, and the Triassic. And in fact, on the number 2 well, the Shaikan number 2 well, we're aiming to get all the way potentially down to the Permian. If there was a discovery in the Permian, I think that would be the first one, certainly in Kurdistan, possibly the whole of Iraq. In terms of the status, we've already completed the Shaikan well, as I mentioned. We got down to this depth of 2,950 meters, but we had to stop drilling due to high pressures. So there's still a substantial portion of the Shaikan structure, which is still exploration. It's not just appraisal activity. We also tested the Shaikan-1 well. Cumulative rates of over 20,000 barrels of oil per day. We had a variety of different quality oil from 18 degrees all the way up to quite high quality 55-degree API oil. We're currently drilling this shallow well, Shaikan number 3, which is being drilled to evaluate the Cretaceous. I think we had announcements out a few weeks ago. That operation is still ongoing, but we are getting to the interesting part of that well. And we also have in place now these test facilities. So we're looking to sell oil into the domestic market, so we'll actually have some of our own cash flow coming into each month. And we'll be looking to build on that going forward. We've currently employed someone to market the oil for us, so we're starting to get a detailed knowledge of all the marketing opportunities in the region. In terms of the forward work program, we're clearly, as I just mentioned, we're looking to build up our production base from those facilities, selling to the domestic market. The Shaikan number 2 well is currently moving to that location. The rig we're using is the Weatherford 842 rig, which was drilling the Geo number 1 well. And that rig is about 95% rig down, so moving across to the Shaikan 2 area, and hopefully that will spud sometime in December. That will then be followed up by a series of other wells, Shaikan 4 through to Shaikan 7. We're looking to bring in an additional drilling rig, so we'll actually have 3 drilling rigs ongoing through a substantial part of 2011. If we just look at this map at the bottom, the dark blue area is the boundary of the Shaikan production sharing contract. This light blue area is where we currently have acquired 3D seismic data. Now, as you can see, it extends this area as Hunt. This is the Atrush prospect just here, and then this is Sheikadi area. So we'll have a very good coverage of 3D seismic over this area beyond the actual Shaikan production sharing contract itself. So that will help us understand what's actually happening a bit further out. This is just a cross-section of the first well that we drilled and various geological horizons, the Shaikan number 1 well. Again, we had to stop drilling here at 2,950 meters. At that point, we were having further inflow of oil and gas, so we know there is oil and gas here, and DGA, who did the technical report, estimated that the potential oil in place resources in this lower Triassic down to the Permian could be in the region of some 1 to 5 billion barrels. I think there was also a gas figure, I think that was pretty large as well, in addition to oil, which is the order of, I think, up to 14 TCF, between, I think, 4 to 14 TCF of gas. On this area here, numbers 1 to 5 are from the original test that we did when we first drilled the well. We re-entered this well in the summer, and we did some further testing. As you can see, we managed to get up to this first test in the Butma was estimated at 5,000 barrels of oil per day. We actually managed to get a flow of 4,650. So our science was reasonably accurate in predicting what we should have been able to get out of that area. In the Mus formation, originally we had 128 barrels per day. We got that to flow naturally at 1,250, and we put an ESP pump on it, and that was up to 2,250. So we saw the results of this retesting as being very successful. And I think we still internally feel that most probably these rates are still a little bit low from what could ultimately be achieved. And then we've also completed the very first test zone for production into our production facility. The Shaikan number 2 well will be around here somewhere. And the intention is that hopefully we'll also be able to find the oil-water contact point. And that clearly will be very significant for us, essentially because if you imagine a bowl, upside-down bowl, if the water's at the bottom, it means there's a lot of space for oil to get into. If the water's further up, then there's less space and there's less oil. So the oil-water contact is very important in determining how much oil could be in this structure. Now, when we drilled Shaikan 1, we didn't encounter any water at all. So then we were left with having to try and estimate where we think it might be. And what we've done here on this graph is plotted pressure with depth, and we've taken a number of different data points. So we've taken the oil section in the Shaikan number 1 well, we plotted that. We've also taken this Jabal Khand 1 well and the Vajil number 1 well. Vajil number 1 well, we have a water point, and the Jabal Khand 1 well was a water well, where it encountered water. It was really for hydrocarbon. So from all these different data points, we keep coming back to a free water level of 2,230 metres at true vertical depth subsea. And I'll come on